All right, folks, and welcome back to Sideline Sisters. I'm one of your hosts, Michelle Bloom. Got my partner here,
Angela Courtney. What's going on, people?
and y'all, we are back today. I know it's been some time, but life has been lifing. I tell you, it's been lifing. I think the last time we spoke was during the NCAA women's tournament. I don't even know if we came back to discuss the winner,
We
the
did.
champions,
Oh, we did.
the
We did talk.
champions.
We did.
Okay, all right. It's been that long, y'all, but we are back to talk about the WNBA, this crazy portal,
The
and
dub.
everything that's been going around, these NILs, these deals. Who came out on top in the NCAA with the portal? Who came out on top? Who was a dud? We got teams starting from scratch, which ain't nothing wrong with it. Deion Sanders did it at Colorado, and he turned some things around for them that year. So, hey, let's get into it, Courtney.
Let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna talk about the number one thing that came out 2 days ago. Everybody know by now, but if you don't, here we go. Audi Crooks. Audi
Mm.
Crooks.
Adi.
Oklahoma State. Big 12.
What you think about that? What you think about that? She's staying in the SEC.
You know what I thought
Well,
about? That's probably a good fit for her because first of all, you think about going to the set. She don't have the foot speed for that. She don't I don't think she has the physicality for that. So I think her going to Oklahoma State. Also, you left out the fact that she got 1.4 million, highest woman being paid right now in NIL money.
Ain't that crazy?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. It's not even your returning players, coming back like your Madison Bookers of Texas. You know what I'm saying? It's not any of these people. It's not your Fuwali at LSU or Williams at NC State. It is none of these people. It's Audi Crooks. But she was the second leading scorer for women's basketball.
She was. And she's also an All-American. She's on
She's an
All-American.
All-American. All-American. And what's crazy is the team that she transferred to, that coach remade her whole roster basically. She lost, they said, 65 points of her roster to the portal. So that's the thing. The portal is closed. The time is closed. So most of the players have made their picks on where they are going. So again, that news that came across last week. When was this news made? Monday?
2 days ago.
Yeah. That was the headline right there. So boom. There you go. So it's just going to be interesting to see how she contributes there. Oklahoma State from Iowa State.
Yeah.
What about Jordan Lee transferring from Texas? She's going to South Carolina.
I think that's a perfect fit for Dawn because she is the Raven type player. She can slip on in. And
Jordan right on in.
She's a baller.
She is she's got good basketball IQ as well. So I feel like she's definitely coachable. We saw that at Texas. So that just fits right in with Dawn right there.
It does.
So, and the thing is, Texas lost 3 starters to the portal. 3.
Well, yeah.
And she's just a sophomore. Can I say that? She's just a sophomore.
Crazy.
Sophomore.
What about your girl, Talaja Cooper from Tennessee?
Going to Ole Miss. So, is she supposed to pick up the slack into the WNBA?
I guess so. At least she'll be one of them. I don't know who she'll be joined with, but that's a good ad for her. I mean, I'm not mad at any of the
She
Tennessee
needs a
players.
coach Yo. She needs a coach Yo, I guess, to get up in her face and tell her
But you
you're
know,
not gonna come with the BS.
one thing about Coach Yo, she showed the love though, because you got to show the love to the players first. Okay,
She
this is
do.
why Tennessee has zero
But
people
I
on.
heard the Tennessee roster though lack discipline. You can't come in not after curfew and think things is gonna be good and kosher.
I agree with you. I mean, I'm not condoning any type of behaviors. There are set rules that you have to abide by as a team player. But is it the coach's lack of empathy and embracing them as a coach, or is she running it like a CEO? I mean,
How
technically,
did
that's
Pat Summit run her team?
she was tough, but you know what? It was discipline and it was love. Because you never heard any of her players say anything bad about her. Not one.
Yeah.
She never even said
All
anything
right.
to Gino. So that says a lot about
Well,
her
Gino
character.
knew not to run up against Pat. That's the thing. He knew.
I don't know. I think
She
a
give
lot.
you a look, and I'd be scared of Pat Summit. Shoot.
Yeah, and you also got to factor in this. We're in a different time in basketball too, because her players wouldn't have never had the opportunities that the players that they have. So pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
if at an institution, you stayed at the institution for 4 years until your scholarship, and then you went overseas because that's what Candace Parker had to do before
Mm-hmm.
NBA was actually official, and that's what they would do until to make up the difference of the money that they weren't getting from the WNBA.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. All right. So let's see. We got Zay Jones from NC State.
Yep.
She left West, went on to Louisville to be under Coach Jeff. So we're gonna see how she is in that backcourt and everything. She was averaging 14 points, 3 assists at NC State, and she was 6 in the ACC and 3 pointers made per game. So we're gonna see what type of production Jeff gets out of her at Louisville, because Louisville struggled this year. They couldn't. It's like they couldn't get going. They were a second half team for sure this season.
Well, what about your girl
You can't
Jada
be. I know.
Williams, LSU?
Wow.
I think,
LSU.
I think she'll fit in there. I mean, because she is kind of like a spicy guard,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, shoot. That's all Michaela Williams need right there.
you're
Fool
right.
Wiley. That's gonna be a good combination right there. So she's a point guard too. So she gonna fill in Flage spot, fit right on in. She's a junior. So she'll bring that ball up if Michaela Williams isn't bringing the ball up the floor. So I think Moki, she gonna have something. Liv McGill transferring to Oklahoma State from Florida. So, she again is gonna be playing with Audi Crooks.
Yeah, Audi Crooks is gonna have a crew. I still don't think they're gonna make that much noise in the conference, but you never know. You never know.
You never know. You never
Uh,
know. You never know.
it's not the set, but
Yeah.
I think Texas will have another run. Well, then again, I might have to take that back because Texas is gonna have a different look next year.
Mm.
I could say definitely if I knew they were keeping everyone, but I don't know now. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But you know what I found interesting though? Of all the teams, Don Staley did not lose any players to the portal.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
She did not
They
lose any players.
they love Don.
They do. They do. They do. They do. They do.
Don is like a god
But
down there
yeah,
in South Carolina. I'm not comparing her to God,
you
but
know, she was there to see her babies get selected in that draft, which we're gonna go right into.
right.
But tell me this though, can we move into the draft, WNBA draft though?
Wait a minute, before you start with that, I left something
Okay.
I wanted to mention. Now, there are a
Mm-hmm.
lot of coaching moves that are going on too. You know, Virginia Cavaliers coach, the female that was there, got fired.
Oh man, I want to know what is going on in the locker room.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Now, this is allegedly. I can't confirm this,
What's
but
the juice? What's the juice?
juice was that she was being cruel to her employees, like treating them very nastily, very nasty, and was not fair to them.
Mm.
So, and this had been reported. So, I think after this year, they decided to let her go. But that was the
Just part
rumors.
ways.
Yep, because she was being disgruntled.
Wow.
Can't be mean to the people and expect to keep your job.
Well, first of all, and let's just call it out. You a black woman, first of all, in the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
So they already looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So any little thing that you do, you're going to be under a microscope. So the
Exactly.
fact that if that is the case, you can't you can't do that, and it had to be enough to where that many
They
people went.
exactly.
Oh man, well, I mean, I will say they made it what the second round of the NCAA tournament.
Mm-hmm.
She did take them 2 rounds, so they made it to the 32.
Yep.
They made it to that. So I mean, my hats off to her for getting the girls there. So I hate
Yep.
it for the coaches if that is true and all. So we'll we'll
Well,
see her again. I'm sure we'll see her again.
you know, Rutgers got a new coach. Conquest Washington is out. Gary
Oh yeah.
Ritter is in.
Mm-hmm.
Boston has a new coach, Boston College.
Yes.
And VCU Rams got a new coach. Somebody else I wanted to mention too. Uh,
Mm.
um, you know, Tammy Reese. We know Tammy Reese got a new spot.
SEC.
Yep.
SEC.
And let's see. No, Alabama Crimson Tide. Christy Curry out. And you know your Princeton Tigers, the ones that you picked to beat Oklahoma. Oh, what was it?
What?
Yeah, beat Oklahoma. They got a new coach. She was out March the 25th.
Mm.
And that's all I want to mention. That's all the
Oh,
major and then Georgia Lady Bulldogs got a new coach. Their
got you.
former, they have not presented a new hire just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now we move on to the WNBA.
To the W. To the W. So I will say I was quite I don't know. Well, I was surprised one with this draft in the order of selections of some certain individuals. I must say, I was caught by surprise on a few of them. Disappointed, I will say, which we'll talk about that as far as us going outside of our NCAA teams here in the United States and looking outward, those coming from playing overseas, getting drafted sooner than our very own in our own backyard and all. So I'm pretty sure that was disappointment across a lot of people's face. But let's talk about the starting five of our reigning NCAA women's champions. All 5.
She's
Top
back.
top
Oh,
10.
she's back.
She's back.
When we say that, y'all, we are referring to Kennedy Carter. So suppose this is what went down, Michelle. So your girl Teaspoon, Teresa Witherspoon, gives the Aces coach Rebecca. What's her name? Rebecca?
No,
Anyway,
that's Becky.
Becky, yeah. Gave her a
Becky
call.
Hammond.
Yep, Becky Hammond. She gave her a call and asked if she would, reconsider putting Kennedy back on her roster. So I hope that Kennedy will do the right thing and represent Teaspoon well, because for Teaspoon to go out on a limb for you, you got to be worth it.
Boy, she stuck her foot out there. So,
sure did.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hoping, she worked on her. She's changed. She's grown up some, because sometimes, you have to grow up and you have to understand, own up to what you did, your part. Okay. Because I know, girl, I watched the video today. I wish I could show that video where her and Courtney supposedly bumped heads when she was at the Atlanta Dream. And then she went to the Sparks. She bumped heads there with somebody else. And then, she bumped heads in the locker room at Chicago. And then she disappeared and we didn't know what was going on. Well, I think she disappeared after Teresa Witherspoon got fired. Wasn't that mid-season?
It was.
Yeah, so when she got fired, that's when it all fell apart for Kennedy Carter. So let's hope learn from that experience. I mean, to me, I think she's in the best position. She's playing with the best team, some old vets, because she got in the lead in 2020. Did you know that?
2020. Kennedy, she got some age on her.
Yeah, she old girl now.
She got some age on her. So she is a veteran player. She is one of those who qualifies in that range as far as pay for WNBA.
I just hope she keeps her head clean and just do the right thing. Make your money, girl. Then just go ahead and retire from, WNBA, just doing the right thing. Because we're looking forward to seeing you come back.
Exactly. Looking forward to it. I mean, I would love to go see the Aces when they take on Atlanta. That's the first game Atlanta plays. But since they got the Chi-Town Barbie, is now the A-Town Barbie, Angel Reese. So tickets have shot up. So I will continue to watch from the comforts of my own home for right now. Unless I just go out on a limb and, we take a road trip and just go on StubHub or somebody who ain't going to go and they sell their ticket for the low right before the game. It's going to be one of them deals.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. So I would like to see the Mystics play Atlanta Dream in DC.
Okay. Possibility. So let's talk about this first round right here.
Okay.
Were you satisfied with the number 1 pick, AZ Fudd, coming out of UConn? She will be a Dallas Wing. She will be teammates with former teammate Paige Bucket Beckers. So we know they work well together.
Oh, yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
I think definitely she will be a contender and she will make Dallas a better team. They will definitely have enough firepower. What about Agumba Wally? Is she still going to be there?
She's still going to be there.
Okay. So we got to figure out how
they re-signed her.
Well, I mean, if they want to go small, they can always go Paige, AZ, and Agumba Wally, and then 2 others. But I don't know how much it's gonna move the needle. We got to see how. I mean,
I feel like the WNBA, they shook everything up. Like, I feel like these teams have been rebranded. They're the same teams, but rebranded with players, fresh fresh faces along with the additions from the draft. I mean, you got Skylar Diggins. She's now going to be in Chicago. She's being joined by some other heavy hitters. I mean, it's a rebrand to me across the board. So I feel like the teams now might be evenly matched and have the competition and be competitive when they play one another.
So you saying you don't think Las Vegas is going to win again this year easily?
Correct. I mean, we saw Atlanta gave them hell.
Okay, so let me. Your girl coming.
Roy Harmon. Georgia. What? Amore, it should be back.
I told you got your girl coming back. They got
I can't wait. You got
that's her Scott. I don't know how she
Citron Cody, Madison Scott. I don't know. You got Olsen. We know she plays hard.
Yeah.
Kiki, do you love me? Kiki. She's with him, and we got big bets in the middle. So I think I'm more concerned about.
I'm just wondering about the guard play.
That backcourt.
I think that backcourt.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's really.
Go ahead.
No, I'm good. You good? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think they have a strong backcourt with Kiki, Betts, and Secure Austin, who will probably be switching in and out with Lauren Betts, because I think Lauren Betts is what 6'7", and Secure Austin is 4'6'5". They're definitely gonna have a little speed on them with Georgia Amore and Sonya Citron. But I'm thinking like this. We'll have to see how it goes. Let's check out the Fever. What do you think about the Fever?
The Fever. Well, since Aaliyah Boston has signed that multi millions of dollars, 4 years? Her contract is huge. They got her for 4 years in that Supermax contract for the Fever, so she's not going anywhere no time soon. Bringing back Kelsey Mitchell. She's averaging 20 points a game. Aisha Hines-Allen, 7 points. We got our brand new South Carolina Gamecock Raven Johnson.
We know who's going to be in practice. Caitlin, watch out.
Caitlin, watch out. We got Aaliyah Boston coming in there, taking up the center. Sophie Cunningham, we know she's a go-getter. Lexi Hole, we know she's a go-getter herself. And then you've got Kate CC averaging 16 points, Monique Billings, Shatoi Walker-Kimbrough. So some other little heads in there. Is Stephanie White, she's still the head coach? I know she took some time off.
I'm not sure.
But
I'm just focusing on the people who going to be on the floor playing.
That's going to be on the floor. So I start at 5. Who we got? We got Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, CC, got CC.
No, Sophie come up, probably Lexi.
Lexi Hole, yeah, she'll be out there for sure.
And I don't know. I think it might be Aaliyah Boston, Monique Billings, Caitlin, Lexi, and then that third guard is probably going to be Kelsey Mitchell. That's your starting 5 right there.
That's starting 5.
Yeah, Raven gonna come off the pitch.
Yeah, that's it. But I'm telling you, the roster that I'm most impressed with, aside from Vegas, is Chicago. They got Elizabeth Williams. She's a Carolina girl. Wait, no, she went to Duke. 8.5 points. I mean, they got Haley Van Lith, Dejanay Carrington, Scott Diggies. You got Rakia Jackson, Cordoso, Maddie Westbeld, Courtney Vandersloot. Vandersloot is still in the game, and Azura Stevens.
Vandersloot, she half GM.
I know. You got Rachel Banham. So they have a lot of wealth of experience.
They got the UCLA draft pick and Gabriela Jaquez.
Yeah, Quiz. That's it. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this season goes, because I feel like, yeah, it's definitely gonna be totally different from the last place that we saw Chicago in this past season.
Yep. You know who I think?
Of course, New York. Who?
New York.
Oh yeah. You know, they brought their guns back. We knew they was gonna re-sign Stewie and Sabrina and all of them, and they brought in your girl Satu.
Sabali.
So you know,
I think these two expansion teams like Portland and the Toronto Tempo, they're gonna struggle.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna struggle until they adjust.
Until they adjust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hats off to Portland. Sylvia Fowles is back in the game. She's one of the assistant coaches. So Fowles will be in the building.
Sylvia. All right.
It's gonna be good.
The Phoenix Mercury.
Mercury.
They got a huge team. They got Carol. I think
they got Yarden Garzon.
I don't see anybody else that really just kind of like stands out. They got Natasha Mack.
Other than Kalia Cooper. Can't forget Kalia.
Oh yeah, she's a scorer. That's a bucket. She get buckets.
And they still have her up here, but I thought DeWanna Bonner was going ahead and retiring.
No, I think she got another year.
I don't know. I thought she was.
We'll check that.
So Bonner's there, and you still got AT.
What about Seattle? What you thinking about that? Seattle.
Who?
That's where Flage went, to Seattle. You remember they traded her?
Oh, they traded her. Yeah, she got traded.
And then they also got the number. It's gonna be interesting
for Seattle.
Yeah. Look at Las Vegas.
We got less than 2 weeks before the season jumps. Stacked, right?
Yep.
Stacked.
They only have, let's see,
stacked
12, 13. Well, I mean, you know, it all looks good on paper, but what's really going to count is what you bring and how you produce.
It looks good on paper. I'm just still surprised they kept Kirsten Bell, but they can pay her a little bitty money. She frees up some money, I guess, for them.
We already got injuries because we know that Dangadang is on the injured list.
Yeah.
She's going to be late coming back. And also, Nafisha Collier is coming off of her surgery. So that might be an issue.
True.
Yep. So, I mean, it's gonna be.
Actually got some action on Sunday, the 26th. They're going to be playing the Japan national team, the Aces.
Oh, yeah. I won't be watching that. I want to see some real basketball.
You want to see some real basketball.
I want to see some real competition. I want to be able to judge what these teams how they're going to pan out for this year. I want to see the rookies. I definitely want to see that. I'm ready to see it all. I don't want to see no promo games. No
I
promo games.
know which they got right now. I know. I mean, well, the Fever in New York Liberty play on April 25th, which is next Saturday, which is this Saturday at 3:00.
Right. Yep.
The Fever, they're at New York. That should be a pretty decent game. We'll see how that goes.
Also, question. I'm to the WNBA. What we talking about right now? Did Olivia Edwards, the number 1 draft pick, who was supposed to go? I mean, not draft pick, but the number 1 recruit that was going to Tennessee. Where is she now?
That's a good question.
Everybody's biting their fingernails, waiting for her to make her announcement as to where she's going. Dawn sure would like to have her down in South Carolina.
Right.
But she's the type of talent that does not want to be under a system like Dawn.
Oh, I'm sure.
She won't pick South Carolina. But she knows she might make a good fit at Notre Dame with Hannah Hidalgo finishing up her last year. That might be a good fit. But I think she's bigger than the I think she's bigger than the ACC.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm sure she goes.
I think that's where it's gonna boil down to.
Yep. Anywhere she goes, she'll make headlines. Oh, you know what? We didn't talk about who didn't get drafted. Reagan Beers. And it was one other person that did not get drafted. Who they
it's
thought
definitely going to be out of Oklahoma. Right. She did not get drafted. What did the man say?
What?
Anything good for the order. As they say, as the preachers say, anything else?
For the good of the group. That's it. That's all I got. I guess we just have to watch and see how these
for the good of the group
perform and see if they were worth that $500,000, that salary that most of them are gonna be making.
We'll just have to wait. Let's see how they play.
See if AC was worth
and see. Yeah, for sure. You go ahead and take you a nap, okay?
No naps for me, girl. No naps for me. All righty then. You ready to wrap it up?
We're going to take it on out of here, folks. But hey, you see it down there at the bottom. Like, share, subscribe, Sideline Sisters 3542@gmail.com. Hit us up. Give us your thoughts. What did you think of this draft? I know we really didn't dig the way I wanted to, because some of these draft selections, I did not see it coming. I definitely didn't see Olivia Miles getting selected number 2. I will say that. I was not expecting that. She got drafted. She's going to be playing with Fee.
But you know what?
She's going to be a Minnesota Lynx.
Let me say this. Unlike the NBA, they were just selected based on need, not on how stock is. Because, you know, in the NBA, it's on their stock and, you know. But this was based
it was based on need. That is exactly what the WNBA does.
Because I ain't never seen Spaniards in the WNBA draft. What was that about?
Yeah, that's what I need to get thoughts on, folks. How you feel about that? I think I said it earlier. When you got folks from overseas coming over, probably getting in the spots that are very own. You know, was I surprised Flage went number 8? Not really. I knew she was going to be in the top 10.
Yeah. I actually thought that Flage was going to go higher.
Yeah.
But you know who I did a deep dive on that I found out was Your girl
Who?
Marta Suarez.
Suarez. Wow. Marta.
I'm sure I'm messing her name up, but anyway, you know that she played 3 years at Tennessee. She
Okay.
sat her sophomore year out. This is before the pandemic. She sat her year out because of injury. She left Tennessee, and this is before the coaching change. Went to California for a year, figured out she didn't like California, and then she ended up at TC. Guess how old she is?
Is she 30?
Not yet. She like
Okay.
20. She gonna be like 24 her next birthday, girl. Marta old.
Oh,
But I would say this.
wow.
She's been playing for her national team since she was 16. So that's
Oh,
why
wow.
yeah. I'm like, dang, Marta look
Okay.
old.
But you know, over there, they can go straight from high school.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
like.
want
She
to
was
say,
on her
and
international team.
play professional ball as soon as they get out of high school over there. So
That's
that's the
how
advantage that they have.
the WNBA.
Yeah, that is
Because
the
they
advantage, you
have
know.
no experience. But Marta still look old.
Yeah.
Like, dang, had to, because she got a master's and a PhD.
Oh man, yeah. She
So long.
can have a whole nother career outside of basketball. Yeah, you
Anyway,
gotta have something to fall back on.
I'm sure she do. Courtesy
Yeah,
of all
for sure.
3 of those institutions.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I
So
had to
yeah.
say. I did a deep dive on that because I was like, I really wanted to know how old she was.
Yeah.
I'm like, she old
All
enough to be
right, folks.
her family.
These old players coming in the WNBA, the W.
The dub.
All right, folks.
The Fanatics got it, but that's all right. Let's take it out. Let's take it out.
We're gonna take it on out of here, y'all. We're gonna come back with you next time. Like I said, life been life, and we apologize for coming at you like a couple of weeks after the NCAA's. But we're gonna do better. When you know better, you do better. So that's what we're gonna do, y'all. Peace. All right, Sideline Sisters coming at you. We out.